got a rooftop unit. It's Daikin. Looks to me like both compressors are running, okay, and it also feels cold, like this panel here. That blows out air for some reason, the way this is designed. So I put this cover on it to not lose, you know, cold air. But we got both stages calling. It feels cold, but it is just hot up here. That's number one. But both compressors are running now. What's wrong with this picture? Eh? Cold? Not cold. So that circuit's actually running like 125. Going up a little bit because I got the covers off the condenser. I believe that's not the right gauge for it, but I believe that's close to freezing point. Now, that's actually spinning a lot faster than what it looks like it's spinning. And it's spinning the other direction too. But you hear that shit. Listen, you hear? This needs to be adjusted. Noise means wear. Now over there, that top circuit is the one that appears to be low on refrigerant, but I need to look at the filters first before I make that determination, and the coil. Come around here, look at the coil. I mean, it's not too bad, but it is pretty dirty. But not enough to cause the lower circuit to freeze up, or get colder rather, and the upper circuit to not get colder. You know what I'm saying? Shit probably has a leak somewhere, man. This is just fucking bad, yo. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but yeah, that says 300, like 303, right? So that puts our liquid saturation around 96. Yeah, like 96, something like that. Can you imagine how much lower the pressure would be if these coils were clean? You know, like, good God, man. That circuit's low, man. It's low. It's low. All right, now for comparison, let's look at this one over here. This one that doesn't seem to be low. That one's like 340. Call it 340, okay? That's what we'll do. Maybe 335, all right? 325. It's getting down there. Yeah, so it's making it to 325. Look. Yeah. Okay. I actually got some new heads. I was gonna do a poll to see what you guys think. Which gauges I should put them on, the short and stubbies or those long ones. So a couple things need to happen here. I need to do a leak search with a leak detector. I got this shitty leak detector that the company I work for gave me. It ain't really that good. I hope it can find it. At least it's not a tiny circuit, you know, like this circuit is that many ounces. Cool. I could weigh it out. Yeah, I could weigh it out and weigh it back in. That's one way to know. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, weigh it out, pressure test it with nitrogen up to, what's it say over here, like 400. Hell yeah, dog. Okay, well maybe 236. Okay, 200. With a trace of refrigerant, and it'll find it like that. This asshole shopping center doesn't have any water up here. And of course they're not gonna have hot water. Like, I'm used to hot water. You know, I like hot water. Works so much better. On grease too. I don't know, man. Just don't know. But, you know, all this happens, this is all grease from the grease hood vent thing. All this shit. It's baked on grease from the sun. I mean, not the sun, damn it. From the hood vent. And I got an NTE of 1,500 bucks, so see what I can do with this thing. Damn, I'm hungry, guys, man. Man, I see it over there. I love that place. You'll never eat Chipotle again if you go eat there. Now that's what I'm talking about. It is most excellent. I cut it like that and like that, and then I get this fiery sauce shit, and I spoon it onto it, and then with salt and pepper, man, I'll eat the whole thing, dog. Alright, now that I'm done with lunch on the clock, we'll power it off and do a leak search with that stupid thing. Alright, so during my initial leak search, that stupid leak detector didn't uncover anything. But what I did find is all these little micro bubbles that form on this corroded copper. When you ever see this corrosion on the copper like this, it's leaking. It's little leaks. They're tiny. You can never really confirm them. They're always confusing. It's like, is that really a leak or is that not a leak? Man, if it smells like a leak, looks like a leak, it's a leak. And it's a bunch of them too, all over the place. Tiny little micro pinhole leaks. So I'm gonna condemn this coil, and we're gonna replace those two distributor block / cap tube sets for both circuits. Alright, so I'm recovering what's in it. We're gonna quote to replace the coil and these stupid little bell distributor things that have like 20 cap tubes coming off them. Because they're old, they're green, and they got micro leaks in them. This thing holds 103 ounces factory charge each circuit. It looks like I'm only gonna get a little over 5.5 pounds. And that thing is struggling to keep up. Oh God. Oh God. It's almost there though. Yep. Alright, so that's all we're gonna get. Yeah, that's all we're gonna get, mate. We're done. We're done. We're done. Alright, so 5 pounds. Hey, hold on. Hang on. 5 pounds, 9 ounces. Alright, so what's the math on that? 5 times 16 is 80. 89 ounces is what I pulled out. And then when I was trying to shut the circuit off, right? Because I started pulling out liquid out the liquid line with it running, you know, speed things up. But my jackass hit this on the base right there, and I blew the fuse. I gotta get another fuse for my truck. It's always good to have your box of a bunch of different junk, assorted junk that's got 5s and 3s and fucking Romex connectors. And whatever you need, I got it, man. Some water too, bro. It's freaking hot, man. Damn. How do you like my racks, refrigerant racks? They're pretty cool, huh? Oh, made by these guys. Pretty good. I like it. It's a good bed. It is, man. Chiwe. And we're just gonna go right in there, you see? Okay, I got it. There it is. Up in there. Now we gotta wait. Stupid time delay. Okay, now then. Purged. Okay, 0. Come on, bitch. 0. Okay. Chiwe. Circuit 2, 103 ounces. So this was an empty tank. It had a vacuum on it. Now I got a 410A tank and a 404 tank, and I got an empty still on my truck. Looks like I'm gonna stall out at pound 9 ounces. So 1 pound 9 ounces so far. That's 19 ounces. In here, we're gonna we'll take this bitch off. Put this hole over there. Okay. And then when the unit comes on, bitch, ain't gonna fucking reach. It ain't gonna reach. Man, I'll tell you what. Alright, I need to hurry up and connect this puto in there. And there was another one around here somewhere, man. I guess I lost the stupid little jumper. Ay, ay, ay. I made my own stupid jumper. Alright, now I gotta put this cover on up there. Alright, so I've added 1.9 was the number, okay? Right? Right. Oh man, it's pretty damn close right there, huh? Looks like it, right? Looks like it, huh? Okay, it's pretty close there, huh? Alright, let's go. Bet 1.9. Alright, so this thing here is 2 ounces short. So what I need is 6 pounds, 7 ounces total. That's what I need. Lazy spot, refrigerator. Chiwe. Alright, so I'm going to stall out here at about 3 pounds, 3 ounces. It's going to come out of this tank because this tank was in a vacuum, and then my pressure between the suction side now and the tank pressure is about equalized. So it's not going to move anymore. Make sense? Makes perfect sense. You just gotta think sometimes. That's all. Just think. Make the pink jugs better. I don't know why. I ain't gay or nothing. I just like the pink jugs for 14A better. Alright, so 3 pounds, 5 ounces is what we've added. Right? Because it was 2 ounces short. Okay? Okay. So what I say? We needed 6 pounds, 7 ounces. So we got to add another 3 pounds, 3 ounces. 3 pounds, 4 ounces. And this thing will be full, factory charged. No, not factory charged. Full to the factory charge. Okay? That's what I meant. Bye. All right, so settle. Hey. Cero. Cero. Okay. Three pounds, 3 ounces. I made a short about stupid people who roll hoses like that. Let me know if you're one of those people. If you are, like, how come sometimes it gets tangled and other times it's easy? All right, we're about there, yo. Bam, we're there, dude. What's that movie? Dumb and Dumber. When they come into Aspen, Harry and what the hell's his name? Harry and the other dude, the two dudes on the bike, and they're frozen together. He's like, we're there, man. Oh, and by the way, you're not stupid if you do the hoses like that. I'm stupid for not being able to figure it out. Okay, well that concludes today's lesson in the HVACR service tech channel. This is all the crap. You see this masacotes that I have to put up with? I ain't even gonna fuck with it right now, man. This is everything. I was gonna use that, but turns out I didn't have to today. All this, I gotta lug down there and over to my 2019 F-250 crew cab, 4-wheel drive, Super Duty truck with service utility bed and rear auxiliary backup lights, rear view mounted camera, or rear view cam on the dash with a 7-inch monitor. Man, my shit's cool, dog. See? That's what I'm talking about. And amplificación. Those are some bright ass lights if somebody wants to tailgate me. You ever have these days, bro, where these songs, they just get like stuck in your head? Like, dude, I got Outcast stuck in my head, man. Synthesizer. You ever heard Synthesizer? It's a pretty good song, man. Yeah. Bro, that's like every day for me, man. I got a different song stuck in my head. It's like also, whenever I'm stressed out, dude, my mind starts playing this, like, it'll pick a song, this one song. It might not even be a song I like. It's some stupid fucking song. And it'll just play over and over again. And it's like insomnia. I get insomnia and shit from it, dude, if I'm like stressed out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later.